Hi Charanya, this is feedback on the jobs that you have posted. So, okay, I am looking at the factory finance. Okay, so first thing, I think in the title, um, you can probably uh, put the word factory somewhere or plant. Why don't we post this as plant finance manager or factory finance manager? That is likely to attract more relevant people. Don't worry too much about the job title being the same as what the client is saying, because the objective of a job posting is to attract data and not to convert them. The call is there to convert people. So when we are actually going to the step of converting people, we can always send them a separate PDF JD which says assistant manager finance, so on. But that is catered to by the calling. This is a tool to gather data. This is a net we are throwing in the water to catch fish, and the success of this is measured by how many fish we catch. um, and the conversion is more dependent on the calls. Also, typically people apply for multiple jobs, so they may not remember that the job they applied for had assistant manager in it or manager. So without doing too much of a drastic change, for example, we cannot say head of finance for the factory over here, because that's a very drastic change. But we can do minor tweaking to make the posting more attractive. Also, I would typically suggest putting the location up top, although I think this is also okay. So sometimes you would have seen in our postings we put the location up top, but sometimes we put the location Okay. So this is a video on uh, giving feedback for the jobs that you've posted. Okay. So let's look at the first one. This is the factory finance job posting. Okay. So couple of things on this. I think the word factory should come up in the posting itself so that we attract that kind of profile. People who are in a factory finance or an accounting role in a factory. So why don't we factory finance manager or factory accounts manager? Accounts maybe not. Factory finance manager, I think, or a plant finance manager would be a better thing to use. Um, now, so I think this is fine. Okay, I think the company pitch is fine. This is fine. So, I think this we may want to keep consistent if you're saying plant finance manager. You may have a concern here on the fact that we are advertising it as a manager role, whereas the client is offering an assistant manager role. So, my take on that is this is a tool for collecting data of applications and not a tool for actually conversion. The recruiter who's doing the calling is the tool for conversion. So when the recruiter is actually calling, he will call and pitch it as an assistant manager role. Probably he can mail them across a Word format JD, which clearly says assistant manager. Um, and people normally apply for so many jobs that they may not remember it was advertised as plant finance manager. And so, those are issues which can be taken care of. But when we're posting a job, we should look at how well it meets its objective of attracting large number of relevant responses. So, if we call it a plant finance manager, it is likely to attract response of people who are at this salary level with the years of experience that they have specified, and have relevant experience in a plant. Okay. So yeah, this seems okay. I think somewhere we should mention that this role will be based in the factory and not the corporate office. I don't know. Maybe over here as the AM Finance, you will be based at the company's manufacturing plant and will work directly with the plant head uh, on managing the financial and accounting related aspects of the plant, and have a dotted line reporting to the head of finance. So something like that, I think, typically uh, this would be the structure there. They have a central head of finance, and this person would have a dotted line reporting to someone at the corporate office and would have a more direct working relationship with the plant head. Something like it says this is the finance manager. The plant will not have a finance manager. The plants are not that big. So yeah, okay. So yeah, broadly that's it on this one. Let's look at the other one. This again has the same title, AM Finance. We may as well have posted it as a single job with Bangalore and Mysore, two locations, and saved the money. So this again should ideally be a little more focused in the title. Uh, channel finance. Maybe we call it channel finance manager. And I think again this thing of assisting the finance manager. Now I know these are things which you received, uh, but you saw the original client mail. So these are things which Gloria has copied from somewhere and written it out. Um, Although I think the client mail. Uh, let's look at what the client has briefed on the role. Okay, it does say reporting to finance manager. So, okay, a little bit of inside dope here. This finance manager is like this Gurpreet is the finance manager, and she is a corporate resource, essentially number two in finance. So, but then they are pretty much looking at these guys to manage this each of these areas independently. So the role is not as much of assisting the finance manager, but then being independently responsible for one area. uh, that is the kind of role that this is. So this role would be responsible for inventory and claims management. you know this So can we call this distributor accounting, distribution channel finance manager, distribution channel accounting manager, accounts manager, distribution channel accounts manager dash distribution channels. Yeah, probably something like uh, accounts manager dash distribution channel, finance, yeah, finance dash distribution channel. Yeah, something more distribution channel related terminology should come here. Um, yeah, that's my main thing. Sorry, this is the one here. Okay, so production, protect the assets, financial purchase order, handle day-to-day job performance, payroll activities. Wait. Um, so the role write-up is not really talking of what they're looking for. I don't know if this got mixed or what it was, but it's this role is, as I said, reconciling accounts between distributors and um, processing their claims for payment or whatever, or recovering payment from the distribution network. So this is not really coming out from here. It's a very generic kind of a JD. So this needs to be better written. um, that's the problem with this posting. So also now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this one posting, so it will give you some pointers for future. So I've logged into CSM, home screen, and okay, so I'm going to edit this. The first thing that I will do is so there are two things which I will do and two things which you can do. When you edit a job from here, then change and you want the change to get reflected on Naukri, what will happen is it will consume one more of our inventory. And I'll just show you how to look at our inventory. So yeah, this is our inventory. We've used 60% of our inventory so far, which is a little worrying. I think we need to see how we can have some more control on this. This inventory is supposed. We bought this in January, and it has to last us till next January, and we are at the middle of the year. So we should have used 50% of it, but we've used 65% of it approximately. So we need to look at how to conserve this a bit. Um, hmm. Okay, right. So coming back to this role, so as I said, if you want to edit it, then it consumes one more inventory of Naukri hot vacancy. This is the paid thing, Naukri hot vacancy. This is free, unlimited, as many as you want to post. Um, so you know what? Then I need to do is edit this job from here rather than editing it from here. These are idiosyncrasies of the software, unfortunate things which one needs to keep in mind. So if you edit it from here, then it consumes one more quota, one more of your quota. But if you edit it from here, then it does not consume. Okay. Um, AM Finance channel. Okay, I think I'm not seeing the. Okay, so I think the link of the career site did not get updated, whereas the Naukri posting link seems to be the right one. Uh, Let me look at this Naukri link. So let's view this one. Assistant Manager Finance channel. Yeah, so this is the right one. I think the career site role posting probably did not get updated. So I'll just tell you how to fix this problem. What, as I said, is that this career site is unlimited posting. So let me just remove this and do a fresh post here only on the career site. Let's do a preview. Yep, so this is the right one. It talks of distributed inventory claims, blah, 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 blah. I think this is correct, and let's post it. Skip this if it ever comes. Okay, now one insight that I would like to give you. You were asking me on the employer being called as Unnati. So if you view this posting, this is how the job seeker will view it, and so and this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's not saying Unnati hiring for another company. That used to happen earlier on, what you had asked me today, but I can see that it's not happening right now, where it's not showing Unnati hiring for XYZ. So I think what we need to do is in this section, we should probably then start with we are hiring for our client, which has spearheaded, something like that, just to make it clear that we are hiring for our client. Yeah, because I think that is an issue. This It's not coming out clearly that we are not the employer but are hiring for another employer. Hmm. Okay, let's look at if there is a job on Naukri for distri- distribution channel. Distributor. How do you spell distributor? Distributor. Content finance. Also, you'll see, we're miles ahead of the competition. If you look at some of the jobs other folks have posted, this is another consulting company, and you can see extremely shoddy posting. Let's look at what we'll get if we just put in the word finance. So obviously Accenture, I'm assuming, would have a well-written posting. Yeah, okay. CR job posting is coming up pretty much on top if one is searching for finance. Oh boy, this is terrible. So yeah, I think we're doing a pretty solid job on the posting. Mm, yeah. Okay. I think I've blabbered enough. But yeah, so just to sum up, this career side thing often does not get updated or takes time to show changes. So you may remove the wrong career site posting and just post a fresh one which will show you the right stuff. So I posted a fresh one which is showing the right job role. So yeah, that's broadly my feedback here. Okay, that's it.